Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have 3 DIY projects for you all. I've been really inspired by these ceramic terracotta vases that are trending everywhere in funky shapes, or they have these quirky handles or ears. These vases look perfect styled with dried flowers or as a collection for a shelfie moment. So let's check out how to upcycle vases or jars you have at home to fit into this everyone's favorite home decor trend of the moment. I had this water bottle from before and I saved it to upcycle it because it has such a pretty shape. On this we are going to add 2 small handles that will go here, something like that. And a good thing about this jar is that it has this lining on both sides, so we can use that as a reference to line the handles perfectly. I want to cover up these threads up here and merge them into the body, and also thinking we can create a small lip on the top up here. So I'm thinking the vase is going to be shaped like that, so let's get started. We're going to use some polymer clay in this project to shape the top of this jar. Polymer clay is very easy to work with and it'll allow you to create any shape with it, and then you can just go ahead and bake them all as one piece. I first created an edge or a lip on the top and slowly worked my way downwards to mix it into the neck while removing the excess. Using some water, I blended it in as much as I can, and it's okay if it's not perfectly smooth because it'll even out when we use the textured paint. Next, we are going to be making the handles. I grabbed a small amount of clay and rolled it into a log shape and basically just cut 2 equal pieces of about half an inch thickness. Next, cut them and adjust them as handles while removing the excess. I'm using the Sculpey Bake and Bond to glue in the handles. After that, all we really have to do is just kind of press them together and use your finger to just warm up the clay and mend those edges onto the vase. Adjust them to the desired shape and smooth out any of the details along the way. You could also sand some of these details later, so if you got any fingerprints on the handles, don't worry about it. As we saw in the inspiration photos, we can make the handles in any shape. We can also bake the handles separately and glue them on later to the vase with super glue. It all depends on the shape of your vase and the design of the handles. Pop it in the oven and bake according to your clay's instructions, which for me was about 12 minutes. Once it cooled off, I went ahead and grabbed sandpaper and smoothed out the rough edges around the handles and also along the neck to get a nice kind of clean finish. And now comes the fun part of painting it. I'm going with the light mocha color and adding tons of baking soda to get the textured terracotta look. This paint plus baking soda combination is super viral right now, and adding baking soda to paint just kind of gives it a more ceramic finish. For the first coat, you want a consistency that you're able to spread but also has some texture. I'm also trying to paint it horizontally to achieve that kind of a real pottery look. Let it completely dry before you apply the second coat, as we don't want the first coat coming off the glass while doing the second. You may need to add more baking soda to achieve the texture you want on the vase. Just remember that the more baking soda we add, the grainier the texture is going to be. Once it's all dry, finish off with a coat of clear matte spray paint. Once you're all done, you have your handmade terracotta vase. Style it with some pampas grass or some dried grass. Now we're moving on to the second project. I wanted to make a bud vase, and here are some minimalistic vases that inspired me. I really liked how they're made of funky, unusual shapes. This one is going to be a very quick project and we'll use almost the same techniques we used in the previous project, and we'll create another ceramic looking vase. I saved this spice jar because it's a perfect size for the idea I had in mind. However, I'm not a big fan of this rounded shape on top, so I'm going to use some polymer clay and flatten this out on top, and then we could add some handles or designs as we saw in the inspiration photos. Using clay, I completely covered up the circular shape and made it a square all across. I'm just using my fingers, some water and the rolling pin as needed to flatten it out as much as I can. I was thinking to add a circular accent to this vase, like a small rainbow or a semicircle that comes out on one side rather than fitting in perfectly. I took another small ball of clay, rolled it out and cut a small semicircle. Next, I baked the semicircle and the vase at 270 degrees for 10 minutes. After that came out of the oven, I let it cool and sanded it wherever needed. Then I just glued on the clay piece. Next, I grabbed the white acrylic color in the shade Wedding Cake and mixed in a little bit of brown to neutralize the white color and then also some baking soda. This paint mixture really sticks nicely to the glass, however it does need 2 coats for sure, so make sure to apply 2 generous coats of this paint. This paint mixture is great because it makes anything appear as if it were made from clay or ceramic, even though we just made the vases from a couple of elements of clay and glass jars. Once it's all dry, I finished it off with 1 coat of matte spray paint and added some pink bunny tails to it. I think this ended up looking super cute in the end, and honestly it looks really expensive, and the semicircular accent adds just the right amount of minimalistic element to it. The last project, and probably the easiest of all the projects today, is this wood vase. I've seen these stacked vases on Pinterest and also this candle holder at Urban Outfitters, and it occurred to me that we could DIY a simpler version of this with like wooden bangles or wooden rings that are used in macrame projects. While looking for those on Amazon, I ran into these napkin rings which have a sphere shaped and were actually more fitting for this vase design. I said this is the easiest DIY today because we're going to essentially stack these napkin rings on top of each other and paint them. I'm applying a little bit of glue around the edge of each ring just like you see here and started stacking them. I used a strong box in between to align everything perfectly straight. Once we are happy with the height of the vase, we need to start making the base. We can use a simple cardboard for it, but the paint won't stick on the cardboard very well, so the other option is to use clay. Roll out a small amount of clay and press one of the rings onto the clay, and we'll be using that as the base. Bake it according to instructions, and once done, just stick it onto the bottom of the vase. I tried to sand it as best as I could to make it stand straight. I originally gave it a coat of tan color, however I didn't really like the way it looked because as it dried it almost turned into a mustardy color because of the wood color underneath. I changed it to a very light coral color using Wedding Cake White by Martha Stewart and a very tiny amount of brown, and then some baking soda. I later added one more ring and painted it with this light coral color. After it's dry, I gave it a speckled finish using an old toothbrush and black paint. In the end, I gave it a coat of matte spray paint. And that finishes off today's video. I hope you enjoyed these projects, and if you like working with clay or liked any of these ideas, please give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments if you save old vases to upcycle in future as I do. See you all in the next video. Bye guys!